So we have a house here that is on a floor system. So it's up off the ground and has tiling. So if you look at the slab plan, you can see that there's a very small area of this house that's actually slab on ground. And then if you go to the elevations, you can see that the remainder of the house is actually up off the ground. So when we have main floor tiling or tiling upstairs in any house, we need to provide additional support on top of the particle board flooring, basically as a tile underlay. So in bathrooms, we use bedding sand. So that's actually sloped to get fall into the bathrooms and provide additional support for the tiles so that they don't crack in the grout lines. But for downstairs, when we've got main floor tiles, we actually use a product called a tile underlay. So this one, you can see I've popped a picture in the estimating manual. So that's an example. So it's a fibre cement sheet that is nailed down and glued to the particle board flooring so that we can install tiles over the top. So to calculate this particular product, basically we just work out how many sheets are required and then order the glue for that. So the sheets are 1800 by 1200 wide. So when I'm doing this, I actually print off a copy of the plans. So we've got the overall area there. I'll just take these lines out so that you can see a little bit more clearly. But basically, I just go through the job and mark up at 1200 centres each of the lines, and then do the same in the opposite direction for the different sheet size. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll pop a photo in the estimating manual, but basically it just creates um, 1200 centre lines across there. Obviously you do this with a ruler and scaled across the whole area, and then you work your way back and then you count up the number of sheets that you require. So that's the basic logic behind doing a sheet takeoff for that area. So then once you've calculated, so for this particular job, it's 32 sheets. I'm going to order 33 just in case one gets damaged. For the adhesive, we just order one for every 3 sheets. So it's nice and easy. For this job, it's just 11. And then we need to allow delivery to site. So when we actually go to order it, we just CC the supervisor in. This pricing is currently set up for Bunnings. That's how we've got pricing that's come through. So that is as simple as sending that off. And that order has been sent through to Bunnings for processing. The labour component is very simple. That's just a square meterage of the area to be covered. So for this particular project, it's just the square meterage here. We don't need decks, obviously, because this is not a tiled deck. So it's just that square meterage there. So very simple, that area coded in. And that's all we need to work out for the tile underlay.